Hello and welcome to NTV Weekend Edition this Saturday, 13th July 2019. We are coming to you live from the nation's center here in Nairobi. But first, the headlines. Tonight, playing hardball with gambling.
Lakini nimewasukuma sasa, taendelea kuwasukuma watu ambao wanafanya mambo ya gambling.
State demands unpaid taxes in drive to streamline betting and gaming. Also tonight, how many men would have a vasectomy?
Nimeangalia nikaona kwa iwapo nitaweza kupata watoto zaidi ya wale nilio nao, sitaweza kuwakimu kimaisha.
No way. You cannot go for that. You can never be cut those. No, it can never be done.
More Kenyan men are doing it and Kakamega County tops the list. Plus, 3 Kenyans among 26 people killed in a Friday terror attack in the Somali town of Kismayo. And calls to support culture for a better future.
Unamfunga hii leso ndio mambo yote.
Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru is officially Mrs. Waiganjo.
Mumbi alikuwa sema juzi kuna wengine wanataka ati awe running mate. Leo yeye amepata walking mate.
Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru is officially Mrs. Waiganjo.
This is NTV Weekend Edition with Edmond Nyabola.
Welcome to the broadcast. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Flora Atieno. Now, 3 Kenyans are among 26 people killed in a Friday terror attack in the Somali town of Kismayo. Also killed in the Asase Hotel attack, a Somali-Canadian journalist, Hodan Naleya, was covering the event, and her husband. Terror group Al-Shabaab has claimed responsibility for that attack, as our reporter Leila Mohammed now tells us.
Pictures of burial rites for the victims of the Friday attack have been doing the rounds online, barely 24 hours after a suicide bomber rammed a car containing explosives into the Asase Hotel in the port of Kismayo, and gunmen then stormed the building. Kenyans Shuria Ibrahim, Ahmed Hassan Habir and Hassan Jile Nuno are among 9 foreign nationals killed in the attack, which also left scores more injured. According to local authorities, 3 Tanzanians, 2 Americans and a British national also died. Terror group Al-Shabaab is reported to have claimed responsibility for the attack, saying it targeted Jubaland state ministers, regional and federal lawmakers, as well as candidates in the hotel. The leaders, who included local elders and lawmakers, had been discussing an upcoming regional election at the hotel when gunmen stormed in. Police say that Somalia's security forces on Saturday ended an overnight attack by the Al-Shabaab Islamist militant group on the hotel. Journalists covering the meeting are among the dead, and according to Somali journalists syndicate Mohammed Omar Sahal, an SBC TV correspondent based in Kismayo, and Hodan Naleye, a female TV journalist and founder of Integration TV, died in the attack. Naleye died alongside her husband Farid Jama.
This is life. People are thriving and surviving, and they're not thinking about when am I going to die.
They are provided.
The Jubaland state presidential election in southern Somalia is for August this year, is the next big political duel, attracting huge interests locally, regionally and internationally. Somalia has frequently been a target of militant attacks in the last few years, especially inside its capital, Mogadishu. But after Al-Shabaab was driven out of Kismayo in 2012, the port has been relatively peaceful. Leila Mohammed, NTV.
Now, police are holding a man identified as Abdirashid Abdi Adan in connection with the attack on police officers in Wajir County last month, as investigations into the attack continue. Rashid is suspected to be an Al-Shabaab operative who, despite being a Somali citizen, fraudulently obtained a Kenyan identification. Police spokesman Charles Owino says members of the group tried to secure his release after the arrest and even claimed to be trying to scuttle investigations linking him to the attack that killed 7 police officers on patrol. Police also claim that the terror outfit has tried to relocate Abdirashid's family across the border, with the group also being quoted as resorting to intimidation of communities within the Wajir County in order to buy their silence as they maintain an illegal transport business. Now, the government is not relenting in its push to streamline the betting and gaming industry, and today, no less than the head of state was weighed in on that matter. President Uhuru Kenyatta has said the push and tough stand seeks to ensure that the companies pay up all their unremitted taxes so as to boost the Sports, Art and Social Development Fund.
Kuna pesa ambazo hapo awali watu walikuwa wanakataa nazo, lakini nimewasukuma sasa. Tutaendelea kuwasukuma hawa watu ambao wanafanya mambo ya gambling. Ni marafiki wetu, lakini tunasema pesa hiyo kidogo tunataka irudi, tuweze kuiweka katika cultural centers, watoto wetu wasome mambo ya culture, katika mambo ya sports, katika mambo ya historia yetu.
Now, brothers, gather together. Let's have a conversation, I should say. You can join in, ladies, if you wish. Now, gents, would you undergo a vasectomy as a family planning method? Statistics show that many men would not, but some who have undergone it say they did it to shield their wives from the undesirable effects of some of the family planning methods. Take a look.
Behind the shadows of a process largely dismissed in the light of African culture, men in Kenya are slowly embracing vasectomy as a family planning method of choice. We catch up with 31-year-old Daniel, not his real name. He is a father of two who has opted for the unconventional route of undergoing a vasectomy, and at a young age.
I need to control the kills that I have. Two, it's because the contraceptives that are being used by women I don't think they are safe for women. While when I look into the birth control method that is done for the men, it's safer.
Vasectomy is an non-hormonal family planning method which involves a surgical procedure to close off sperm ducts. Medics say that with the new technology, the process is reversible, but misconceptions and myths make men equate it to loss of masculinity.
You just remain as natural as you were before. That means you can still get, you can still perform your sexual functions. You can still achieve orgasm, you can ejaculate, all those things. The only difference is that after you've done the procedure, you cannot be able to impregnate a woman.
Its low uptake over the years has been attributed to factors such as cultural and religious reservations. Many feel that major family planning methods are to be administered to women. Dr. Charles Ocheng, a vasectomist and founder of Winam Safe Parenthood Initiative, went through the procedure in 2008, but he also had reservations. Despite his own resistance, his consideration of his wife's plight carried the day.
She had tried all those methods, and all of them, they're having effects on her health. Yeah, that's why when we had, after having 2 children, I felt that that is enough. Yeah, and I said, as a responsible man, I need to take, I also need to participate in family planning. Because like you can get from the name itself, you know, it's family planning. No one says there's women planning. So that responsibility should be shared by the 2 partners.
The different family planning methods have not been embraced as much as experts deem ideal. Even as they insist on contraceptive use, Daniel learned the importance the hard way.
Nilikuwa natarajia kuwa na mtoto mmoja, lakini yule mwingine aliingia kibahati baya. Kwa hivyo nilionelea na tulijadiliana kifamilia, mimi na bibi yangu, na nikaona kuwa ni vizuri niweze kufanyiwa ili tuweze kujipanga kimaisha.
According to data from StatTrack in Kenya, there were about 2,095,000 unintended pregnancies in 2018 due to use of various family planning methods, while there were close to 1 million unintended pregnancies in the same year. Aside from the procedure, Daniel still has to go through another cut, a cut from his peers for the fear of being deemed less of a man.
When I come out, how will the people take me? Will they not now start neglecting me, or how? That's my largest fear.
Experts believe that sensitization among men in Kenya has continued to grow, but a rallying call has been made to men.
The risk of a vasectomy is nothing compared to the risk women take every day. Which is macho? The guy who says, go for it, sweetie, or the one who says, I take this one on?
One of the largest hurdles in the acceptance of the gospel of vasectomy has been the mindset of the men. Even with the benefits spelled out, some remain reluctant, while others hope that through their decision to go for it will encourage their brothers to follow suit. Eunice Omolo, NTV, Nairobi.
Now, we sampled the views of some men in various counties to know if they would undergo a vasectomy. Their responses are quite interesting. Just take a listen.
Mimi naweza. Juu kiangalia saizi hali ya maisha imekuwa ni ngumu.
Yaani futiliwe mbali. Na tutaki njia kama hizo sababu zitaharibu hata vizazi vijazo.
Mwanaume inatakana abaki hali vile alivyo. Kwa sababu mwanaume astahili akatwe sehemu yake yoyote.
Naweza kubali nifanyiwe. Maana yake hata sasa hivi nimebarikiwa watoto 3 na wale ambao wako nje pia kuna 2 watatu.
Kwangu mimi siwezi. Inabidi mimi nikae. Mwanamke ndiye anafaa afanye vitu kama zile, si mwanaume.
Mungu alituumba ili sio wanaume tuweze kujaza dunia na tuziweze kuzaana. Sasa ukifanya ukatwe, hiyo inasababisha sasa hakuna kuzaana tena.
Naonelea pia ni nzuri kwa sababu inasaidia pia mambo ya kupanga kifamilia, ni kupanga familia. Na pia itawezesha mtu binafsi kujitegemea pia.
Kuitwa mwanaume paka uwe na hizo sehemu.
There are better ways of doing it in terms of family control. Like we can have no plant implanted in the lady. And then it's like the other side effects later in life where chances of developing prostate cancer are higher in people who could have performed this vasectomy. No, that's not right in the first place. Of course, even in the Bible, the Bible is against this. I'm a Catholic moderator, and that one we are told no way. Hiyo ni dhuluma kwa mwanaume. Mwanaume anafaa kae vile vile akufe na vitu vyake. Inabidi wa mama wakuwa wanapanga uzazi, sisi wanaume tukae venye tuliumbwa tu na Mungu. Sisi kazi yetu ni kutafuta, tunaleta. Na sisi wanaume tunafaa tunatafuta na tunaweza enda na hapo tupate kitu kingine. Mwanaume hafai kufanya upasuaji kamwe.
Very interesting views there from Kenyan men. In a short while, we'll be giving you some numbers to show you that the numbers have actually been going up in terms of men taking up this procedure. But before that, in less than 48 hours, governors and senators will make good their threat to march to the National Treasury and Parliament in protest over the division of revenue stalemate. Deputy President William Ruto now wants the county chiefs to embrace dialogue. Silas Apollo has that report for us.
Members of the County Assembly.
The ongoing push and pull over the division of revenue has been intensifying.
Tumesikizana on Monday, we are in Nairobi, governors wote, senators wote, MCAs wote, so that we can demonstrate to the national government, the president and deputy president, that devolution is here to stay.
Deputy President William Ruto has responded, calling for dialogue.
We will agree, I am certain, and I don't think it is necessary for us to take drastic steps like going to court and doing other things.
Governors have accused the National Assembly of bullying counties after failing to approve the division of revenue. Senators have, on the other hand, consistently accused their counterparts in the National Assembly of twisting both the Senate and counties.
We have a lot of serious government parastatals ambayo iko na pesa inafanya the same work that we are now doing as county governments. Why don't you release money from those parastatals and be able to take to the county government so that we are able to streamline and ensure that the work in our country moves on?
The argument that there is theft in counties, for heaven's sake, we cannot stop funding counties because there are thieves presiding over counties. The thing to do is to arrest those thieves and give more money to counties for counties to develop.
The stalemate has since led to a bitter exchange of words between members of the Senate and those of the National Assembly.
If you read the Constitution, the only house that has the powers to divide the revenue between the two levels of government is the National Assembly.
But others have downplayed a possibility of a rift.
Bunge letu la Senate na National Assembly tutajaribu sana tufanye kazi kwa pamoja. Kwa sababu mwananchi anataka maendeleo. Mwananchi hataki malumbano.
We will agree, I am certain, and I don't think it is necessary for us to take drastic steps like going to court and doing other things.
Governors have warned that should the stalemate continue, services in counties and payment of salaries will be greatly affected. Silas Apollo, NTV.
Now, the government now says that all those who have encroached into the Mau forest will be evicted without compensation during the second phase of that exercise. Environment Cabinet Secretary Keriako Tobiko made the remarks in Suswa today, saying that the Mau forest must be restored and preserved.
There is nothing like compensation for Mau. If you are in Mau, the title you have is a paper title. It's a paper title. And you do not deserve any compensation, and you will not get a penny from government. Mau must be protected, Mau must be preserved, and those who have encroached on Mau must be evicted.
Now, Jacqueline Akinyi, alias Joyce Akinyi, has been arrested after being found in possession of 3 million shillings worth of heroin. Akinyi was arrested alongside a Congolese man believed to be her boyfriend in the wee hours of the morning by detectives who had been trailing her after numerous reports of her continued drug business. Mel Miendo has that report for us.
2 kilos of heroin worth approximately 3 million shillings is what controversy-laden Jacqueline Akinyi, also known as Joyce Akinyi, had up her sleeve this time round. In the wee hours of Saturday morning, detectives from the Anti-Narcotics Unit nabbed the drugs at Akinyi's business premises, the Deep West Resort in Nairobi's Nairobi West area. She and her alleged boyfriend, a Congolese man, were arrested and are to spend the weekend in the cells of Muthaiga Police Station. They're expected in court on Monday, 15th July 2019. Akinyi appears to have also widened her illegal businesses as she was found in possession of fake passports. Sources reveal that the travel documents were intended for a drug mission in Pakistan. This is not the first time Akinyi is facing drug trafficking charges. In 2014, she had been arrested at the Kenya-Tanzania border at Namanga with what was suspected to have been drugs while accompanying former Budalangi Member of Parliament Raphael Wanjala. The substance was later said to have been maize flour, so she was freed. In 2015, she and her then-husband, Nigerian businessman Anthony Chinedu, who was a suspected drug dealer, were arrested at her Deep West restaurant for drug possession. She was remanded at Muthaiga Police Station for 3 days for the prosecution to complete investigations, as the substances found in her possession had neither been weighed nor sampled by the government chemist. Chinedu was deported following a presidential directive. Akinyi is in custody for the 3rd time over similar allegations. Hard evidence has been recovered before, and hard questions linger over the outcome of the investigations. Mel Miendo, NTV.
Away from that, and the war on drugs and the drive to have betting and gaming firms pay taxes as they should are part of the push to stamp out corruption out of the country. However, with all the efforts the government is putting in, with arrests and arraignments to boot, majority of Kenyans still believe that corruption is increasing, and even more Kenyans feel that the government is doing a bad job in tackling it. This is according to the latest report by Watchdog Transparency International. Let's have a look at some of those numbers that they released. Many Kenyans believe that corruption has increased at 67%, as you can see there, and corruption has decreased. Only 18% of Kenyans believe so. And 71% believe that government is failing in the graft war. Mwananchi also can make a difference. That was one of the questions, and 54% of the people there believe so. Bribery, the index here is very interesting. Overall, in 2015, it was 37%. In 2019, 45%, so an increase there of about 8%. Bribery in public schools, 9% in 2015, up to 14% in 2019. So that's about 6 or 5%. Public health facilities and centers, 11% in 2015 and 18% in 2019. Identity card services, 39% in 2015, decreasing by 1% to 38%. And within the police service, 49% in 2015 and going down by a percentage point in 2019. So many Kenyans there do believe that the police are still corrupt, but the number has since gone down. Corruption within institutions, and within the presidency, 27% thought the presidency was corrupt in 2015, and in 2019 that number has gone up to 36%, and members of parliament, 45% in 2015, up by 2 percentage points to 47%. Government officials, 46% in 2015 to 47% in 2019, so you can see the increase there by a percentage point. And within the police, 75% of people in 2015 believed that corruption was very prevalent within the police force, and that number has since gone down to 66% in 2019. But the police is still one of the most corrupt, according to those who were interviewed, or at least considered in this study. And on that note, let's take our first short break, I should say, on NTV Weekend Edition. We still have plenty more, so don't go too far.
Polio ni ugonjwa hatari unaoweza kusababisha kupooza na hata kifo. Kenya iko katika hatari ya maambukizi kutokana na kupatikana kwa virusi vya kusababisha ugonjwa huo katika maji taka Nairobi na kuzuka kwa polio katika kaunti jirani. Wizara ya Afya itaanza kampeni ya nyumba hadi nyumba ya chanjo dhidi ya polio kuanzia Jumamosi tarehe 13 hadi Jumatano tarehe 17 Julai. Chanjo hii ni kwa watoto walio na umri wa chini ya miaka 5 katika kaunti 11 zinazokabiliwa na hatari zaidi ya ugonjwa huu. Kaunti hizi ni Garissa, Isiolo, Kilifi, Lamu, Mandera, Marsabit, Mombasa, Tana River, Turkana na Wajir. Watakaokosa chanjo hiyo nyumbani watalazimika kupelekwa katika kituo cha afya kilicho karibu ili kuhudumiwa. Polio haina tiba. Mlinde mtoto wako kwa kuhakikisha anapewa chanjo kila mara inapotangazwa. Chanjo za polio na nyinginezo zimefanyiwa utafiti na ni salama. Mlinde mtoto wako kwa chanjo sasa.
Welcome to the Kenya Exporter of the Year Awards 2019, organized by the Export Promotion Council EPC at KICC Nairobi on 15th July 2019. KEA Awards recognizes firms and individuals that have made significant contribution to the development of the economy through exemplary performance in exporting Kenyan commodities. EPC is seeking to encourage more Kenyans and ambitious companies to rise up and export their goods and services. Kenya exports grew in value from 594 billion shillings in 2017 to 613 billion shillings in 2018. SPAR Exports. Power Big Four. Transform Kenya. For more details, visit www.epc.go.ke or call 0722 205 875.
I told you to kick it more to the left.
No, kick it higher.
No, to the left.
Come on, guys, stop it. Remember the win.
OneXBet, African betting partner of Tottenham Hotspur.
They come from across the continent, east, west, North and South Africa. This is the story of the Africa International University.
I'm from Ethiopia.
From Nigeria. I'm from South Sudan.
I'm from Kenya.
From Liberia, West Africa.
Ours is an all-round approach to education, focusing on the spiritual, the intellectual, attitudes and skills. Our students are all-rounded.
Hi, welcome to KIU.
For more information on our programs, log on to www.aiu.ac.ke. info@aiu.ac.ke.
Why are so many children absent? Children have become weaker. Children have not become weaker. Infection-causing germs have become stronger, making infections more severe. New Lifebuoy with Active Natural protects from today's stronger germs.
Welcome to Good Life, where we are all about you. And when we say you, we mean all of you, including the little ones. We're all about ensuring you feel better and healthier, so you enjoy every moment with the ones closest to you. A smile on your face is what we're about. That's why you'll always be welcome back to Good Life pharmacies across Kenya with the same smile on every visit. Good Life. We're all about you.
Are you investing in land? Strategic land? Konza Greens is the only controlled residential development within Konza Techno City Buffer Zone, a gated community setup less than 2 kilometers from Konza SGR station and adjacent to the standard gauge railway. Get an eighth of an acre plot for only 490,000 Kenya shilling or an installment plan starting as little as 15,000 Kenya shilling per month. Take advantage of this grand opportunity by texting the word Konza to 22002. Secure your future today. Diamond Property Merchants, your home of strategic land investment.
Making my family some nutritious porridge is a painstaking process. First, I have to find all the ingredients needed, and there are many. For vitamins, proteins, and minerals, I need cassava, sorghum, millet. You no longer need to go through all that to make nutritious porridge. All you need is NutriPro.
You don't have to go through the trouble of finding, measuring, and weighing all these vital ingredients. New NutriPro porridge flour comes fortified with 13 vitamins, proteins, and minerals. This means that you have more time to focus on what's important, giving your family the healthy start they deserve. NutriPro, bringing families together. From Tropical Brand.
Je, maumivu ya kichwa na kukosesha amani? Kaluma Strong hutuliza maumivu ya kichwa, maumivu ya mwili na hata huondoa joto jingi mwilini. Kaluma Strong ina aspirin kama kiungo. Maumivu yakizidi, muone daktari.
Living in a trap house.
You just came through, nice!
Na ni sababu yako Flex. Aki asante sana.
What are they, she?
Thank you so much.
We've just resumed school and you want to bring up rigging again.
I still believe the elections were rigged. So I'm presenting a petition to have the election results nullified.
You know, you're probably the only guy in dreadlocks that I really like. I found I'm making moves on my man, my broke man.
Living in a trap house.
When it comes to pimple care, Acne's Creamy Wash contains multiple vitamins and removes excessive oil and dirt. Use Mentholatum Acne's for clear and smooth skin every day.
Welcome back to NTV Weekend Edition. Now, earlier I promised you some numbers as far as the uptake of vasectomy is concerned, a birth control procedure among men in the country. So, in 2018, 663 men undertook the procedure, and in 2019, from January to June, 1,596 men have so far done that. That brings the total to 2,259 from 2018 to June 2019. So you can see an increase there in the numbers of men considering this. Now, men who have undergone this procedure are now in 2018, 663 and 1,596 in 2019. The number has since gone up there by almost double. Let's have a look at the numbers by county. The top 10 counties are Kakamega, 1,059 men, 158 in Nakuru, 106 in Tharaka Nithi County, 95 in Nyamira, and 85 in Uasin Gishu County. Those are the top 5 counties that have done that. And Busia follows with 82, Nairobi with 80, Bungoma with 69, Kwale 45, and Siaya County 42. So those are the top 10 counties that have undergone that process. 5 counties have actually had 0 in terms of the men taking up this procedure of vasectomy. Now, pomp and color carried the day as Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru tied the knot with lawyer Kamotho Waiganjo in a colorful traditional wedding ceremony in Kirinyaga County. President Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka were among the guests who attended the event. NTV's Melita Oletenges was there for us.
The much-awaited traditional wedding ceremony was signified by a touch of class, from a red carpet aisle and traditional decorations to unmatched entertainment, both modern and traditional. Thousands of guests comprising the country's top leadership to ordinary citizens from the county and beyond cheered from the congregation, followed by music and dance. A ceremony of its own kind enriched with traditional rites. Husband and wife are educated on how to be close-knit in relation to parts of a goat. They also share roasted meat to validate their union. Ngurario is the final part of the wedding to formalize the marriage under the Gikuyu rites.
Kamotho, I can guarantee you, you have married a wonderful girl, and she is committed to everything she has done.
Mumbi alikuwa sema juzi kuna wengine wanataka ati awe running mate. Leo yeye amepata walking mate.
Muongeze wale watoto mkonao, muongeze zaidi. Muongeze zaidi, mujaze nchi.
The unique traditional ceremony has elicited reactions from leaders on the importance of preserving culture.
Mkosa mila ni na ndipo sana sana mambo yetu yaenda kombo kwa sababu tulisahau na tukawacha mila zetu.
Inatakikana hizi mila zetu zidumishwe. Na vile tumekuwa naongea na ndugu yangu pale, tumesema kila county inatakikana iwe na cultural center.
So this Gorario thing has opened my eyes. It is the first one I've come to. When is the next one? I want to be the first to get there.
The traditional wedding ceremony by the newlyweds has sparked conversation on the need to preserve our African culture and setting up cultural centers across the country to promote cultural diversity. Melita Oletenges, NTV in Kiamugumo Primary School, Kirinyaga County.
Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Waiganjo on their wedding day. Away from that, the United Cabinet narrative is still being pushed despite indications to the contrary. After Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i said so yesterday, today Devolution Cabinet Secretary Eugene Wamalwa and his environment counterpart Keriako Tobiko also insisted that the cabinet is united.
Kwenye baraza la mawaziri la Kenya, sisi tuko timu moja, tuko kitu kimoja, hatuwezi gawanyika na hatutagawanyika.
Cabinet is fully behind and support the president. Under the constitution, as ministers, we owe our allegiance to the appointing authority, who is the president, nobody else.
In less than 3 months, Nakuru County is set to graduate into the League of Cities, having met most of the required thresholds to warrant the status. However, there is growing concern among the residents, businessmen and some politicians that the push to be a city may be premature. NTV's Bridget Ngana has that report for us.
Like many major towns and former colonial and post-independence regional headquarters, Nakuru has enjoyed a fair share of developmental patronage from the national government. Enter Devolution, and Nakuru, a predominantly agricultural town, feels it is ripe to step into the League of Cities, the fourth to be precise. As attractive as this new status seems, the Nakuru Business Association feels left out in the ongoing preparations.
We want to make sure Nakuru is a friendly place to work and it promotes businesses. For that to work, we have to understand exactly what we are getting into and our goals and our ambitions as a city.
For some residents, becoming a city brings about fears that Nakuru will no longer be one of the cheapest places to live in.
Hata kaunti yenyewe unaona pesa iko hapo ni kidogo. Hata hii mambo ya maripo tunalipishwa rents, bado tunalipa rents bei ya juu. Unakuta wengine hata tunashindwa kulipa hiyo rents, tunalemewa.
A bigger legacy statement for the current county government would be to revive the industry, the manufacturing sector in Nakuru, because all the people who get jobs will remember that in the reign of this county, this government, we were able to get jobs.
While the senator and some members of parliament are of the opinion that the city plans should be postponed by 10 or so years, Governor Lee Kinyanjui says there is no need for alarm.
We must also not glorify poverty, that we want at all times to give people the cheapest houses. What we need to be looking at, give them money so that they can afford what it is. And that's why creation of wealth and employment will help them to have the economic power to work in all these places.
So the jury is still out on who exactly stands to benefit once Nakuru town becomes a city. But the big concern among the residents and those who have interests here is how the cost of life and also doing business will be affected once this new status is achieved. Bridget Ngana, NTV, Nakuru County.
Na Swahili saying goes, fahali wawili wakipigana nyasi ndio huumia. When two bulls fight, the grass bears the brunt. The ongoing feud between Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko and businessman Patrick Nderitu has left smaller businesses counting losses, some amounting to millions of shillings. On Wednesday, the county government of Nairobi yet again demolished the business premises that hosts Pimp My Ride at the city centre.
Thursday morning, 2 a.m. Nairobi Central Business District, County Council bulldozers were making a mangle of the Pimp My Ride car wash and business complex. Eyewitnesses say the demolitions were supervised by none other than Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko in what is another jab at businessman Patrick Nderitu, who he clashed with over land in Buruburu. The brunt of the battles is on the back of innocent investors.
What am I? Am I not a tenant? Am I not a resident of Nairobi that deserves protection?
This is not the first time the controversial property at the heart of the city has been in the spotlight. Sima's Club, which once sat there, was also brought down on 2nd March 2018. Nderitu had gone to court to try and stop the demolition after the county served him a 7-day vacation notice alleging that he was carrying out illegal constructions. But the court ruled in favor of the county and Governor Sonko's team swung into action that night.
The worst part was that when we tried to talk to the guys to even let us pick anything, they arrested some of our employees.
We've really lost a lot. But I want to appeal to the governor that if it is a personal difference with the landlord, can't he just find a way of sorting it out? Why must we suffer for sins that we know nothing about?
The traders claim they have all the legal documentation, and now majority of the employees have been rendered jobless.
Because at the end of the day, who are the sufferers? Their money is intact, but how about the people who have been working? Where will they go? Or what will they do? And this has been their basket of earning bread for their families.
While the two individuals continue to fight, the owners of business entities are now the ones who bear the brunt of the conflict. They want to be compensated as they continue to lose millions of shillings. Helen Aura, NTV.
Nearly 37 minutes past the hour. Let's take another short break on NTV Weekend Edition. When we come back, we have Women and Power. Don't go too far.
Dad has not been feeling well for a long time. He has become so weak, we can't play together.
Why are you refusing to go to the hospital? I told you there is no way you'll know if it is TB or not if you do not go and get tested. If by any chance you find out that you have TB, you'll get the treatment for free from any hospital. All the tests are free. All the medications are free. Are you waiting to infect your family so that you can go to the hospital?
Don't wait till it's too late. TB is preventable, treatable, and curable.
Melissa? Mom, it's Dad's birthday today. I'm giving him a party just like he gives me.
Nothing makes a mother more proud than seeing her child growing up. But I know that as she learns to care for others, she'll face even more germs and the risk of illnesses.
That's why you need strong Dettol protection. Just 1 cup of Dettol protects your home and family from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Growing up needs Dettol protection.
Dettol up to 50% off at the Jumia anniversary sale.
Who wants to answer? Mary?
Mary has a toothache.
Oh, I see. And who knows why?
Because her tooth is too big.
No, it might be a hole in her tooth called a cavity. That's why I brush twice a day using Colgate.
Imagine this is your tooth and these are food acids that cause cavities. Colgate with calcium and fluoride helps prevent cavities
For maximum cavity protection.
and now available in a 12-gram sachet for fresh breath. Only 15 shillings.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
For me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
Parenting is all about learning when to be tough and when to be gentle. Tough, gentle. But when it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Tough call. Panadol Baby and Infant. Tough on fever, gentle on your child.
Children bring joy to our lives, but they grow up so fast. Soon it's time for college, and by that time, college fees can be a huge expense. For as little as 3,500 Kenya shillings, Educare combines life insurance with savings for college. Download SE mobile app, open an account and start saving now. Be life ready.
An investment in knowledge pays the best interest.
Ours is an all-round approach to education, focusing on the spiritual, the intellectual, attitudes and skills. Our students are all-rounded.
Hi, welcome to AIU.
For more information on our programs, log on to www.aiu.ac.ke. info@aiu.ac.ke. Nation FM. More music and less talk. Nairobi 96.3, Mombasa 101.5, Meru 93.9, Nyeri 104.9, Eldoret 102.7, and Nakuru on 97.7. Follow us on social media on Facebook at Nation FM, Instagram at Nation FM, and on Twitter at Nation FM KE. Nation FM. More music and less talk.
Kujimoto hapo na kujipodopodo.
Dakika moja tu na wewe.
Mimi nakwambia hii date mimi nitakutangulia. Mimi niende nikule, wewe utaenda kule baadaye. Utapata nimelipa. Is the thought that counts.
I'm done.
Hiyo makeup naweza iongeza hivi kachumbari, kafirifiri, naweza ifanyia kakitu juu kidogo tu, tumayo like twende nikushow, naweza ongeza kaladha haka. Sasa ndio kachumbari.
Wow, ulijulia wapi kufanya makeup?
Mambo ni YouTube.
Get 5 GB free YouTube when you buy the all-in-one monthly bundle. Dial *544# to choose your bundle. Mambo on YouTube.
Beat germs with Jick. Kills 99.9% of germs on your kitchen surfaces, sponges, chopping boards, sink and fridge, and your bathroom taps, shower head, basin and surfaces. Just Jick it. Look out for our new improved packaging in store. Just Jick it.
Jig up to 50% off at the Junior Anniversary Sale.
Hapa mwananchi grade tu amenipromote. I am just very lucky one. Hebu sikizeni civil servants. If you need a loan, call Mwananchi Credit today. Utapatiwa loan within 6 hours.
Do not get stuck when you can get quick approvals within 6 hours. Mwananchi Credit, investor in people.
You in the pollution? Yes, you. Dry throat? Strepsils. Gal in the smoke with a raspy voice? Strepsils. Hello, in the downpour with a scratchy throat? Take Strepsils. Get soothing relief for any throat irritation. Strepsils with its medicinal ingredients will heal the harm done to your throat from external factors. Strepsils. Strepsils for a dry, itchy, raspy, scratchy throat.
Just as you'd study for an exam, study up on the field that interests you and the position you hope to achieve. Knowing the ins and outs of your preferred career path will help you enter the job market with eyes wide open.
At Amboseli Institute of Hospitality and Technology, we take your future seriously. We produce highly skilled graduates in hospitality, tourism, fashion, and design. Think quality, think future, think Amboseli Institute. Enroll today.
Living in a trap house.
You came through noise.
Na ni sababu yako Flex. Aki asante sana.
What are they, she?
Thank you so much. We've just resumed school and you want to bring up rigging again.
I still believe the elections were rigged. So I'm presenting a petition to have the election results nullified.
You know, you're probably the only guy in dreadlocks that I really like. I found I'm making moves on my man. My broke man.
Living in a trap house.
When it comes to pimple care, Acne's Creamy Wash contains multiple vitamins and removes excessive oil and dirt. Use Mentholatum Acne's for clear and smooth skin every day.
Welcome back. Now, teach a man or a woman to fish and they will eat for the rest of their lives. A saying that best describes the Masai Kajiado Women Dairy Cooperative Society. Armed with a basic commodity that is a part and parcel of their pastoralist culture, these women are making a fortune selling milk. They spoke to Gladys Gashanja for this week's Women Empower.
Majina yangu ni Agnes Bene. Mimi ni chair lady wa Masai Kajiado Women Dairy Cooperative Society. Tulianzisha mwaka wa 2011. Tulienda kwa ground, tukakutana na wao, tukawamobilize, ambaye tukaleta maziwa yetu pamoja, alafu tukaanza kupeleka kwa processor, ambaye ni mama wetu Mrs. Ngaiseru ndio alituanzishia, na yeye ndiye alitutafutia processor kama KCC, tukaanza kupeleka maziwa yetu, ambaye ilisaidia sana wamama.
Culturally in Masai tradition, the cows and the land belongs to the man, but the milk belongs to the woman. And I realized that this is a commodity that we can use to empower the women.
Mama analeta maziwa yake, lita yake moja, anahesabiwa, anaandikiwa na clerks, na tunahesabia lita zake ambaye anapeana kwa kila mwezi, na analipiwa kwa kila mwezi pesa yake ambaye aliweza kupeana, malita zake ambaye aliweza kupeana kwa cooperative. Wakati tulianza kama kikundi moja, tulianza na kikundi inaitwa Ololelai 1 ambaye iko busy. Tukaanzia ingine ambaye iko next inaitwa Bullseye. Hiyo senda inaitwa Kipirash. Tukaanzia ingine hii inaitwa Oleleshwa ambaye tuko sasa hivi. Wamama wote wa Oleleshwa kutoka hii pande ya Kajiado Central wanaleta maziwa kwa Oleleshwa. Zote siko 8. Sasa wamama wetu wote wanaleta maziwa kwa hizo collection center, lakini gari yetu inaenda inachukua na tanga inapeleka KCC.
We are not getting enough support from the county government to realize the potential of this program. It is such. Every month from now, this month, they take about 16,000 liters of milk to New KCC every day. So they are bringing into Kajiado County 20 million shillings. Imagine 20 million coming from these local women and the impact that it has on their lives.
Sana lengo letu tangu tuanze ilikuwa ni kusaidia mama kule mashinani ambaye ana kazi yoyote angeweza kufanya, ana masomo, ana elimu hata watoto wake. Tukaona ni kitu ambaye itasaidia wamama kusomesha watoto wao, sana sana msichana. Kazi ya maziwa ilimsaidia mama kujijengea nyumba ambaye hatajisumbua tena kunyeshewa, hata kupata storage ya maji, maana mama ndiye anachota maji, watoto wanapata chakula mzuri, maana kitambo mama angepata hiyo chakula ambaye angeweza kupatia watoto wake ya afya kama matunda, mboga. Tumeweza kuajiri hata vijana 28 ambaye wanafanya kazi kwa kila collection centers, na zaidi kuna vijana wetu ambaye wamepata ajira ama wamepata kazi kupitia kubeba hiyo maziwa kama transporters, kutoa maziwa kule mashinani. Wameweza kupata hiyo kazi ya kuleta hiyo maziwa, kuletea mama, anaenda analetewa maziwa yake, maziwa ya memba analeta mpaka kwa dairy. Ningemwambia mama mwenzangu Masai ajaribu sana kujisaidia na hiyo maziwa kidogo yenye anapata, afikie lengo ya kupata maziwa ya kumsaidia kwa mwaka, aweze kusustain ile ng'ombe yake moja. Mzee akihama na ile ng'ombe yake mingi, yeye abaki na ile ng'ombe yake moja, ili apate mshahara yake ya kumsaidia kila mwezi kwa watoto wake.
Let's take another short break on NTV Weekend Edition. When we come back, we still have your favorite Saturday segments and the sports. Stay with us.
Polio is a highly infectious disease and can cause paralysis and death. Kenya is at high risk of polio transmission following recent confirmation of the polio virus in sewage systems and polio outbreak in neighboring countries. From Saturday 13 to Wednesday 17 July, the Ministry of Health will conduct a house-to-house polio vaccination campaign targeting all children under the age of 5 years in 11 high-risk counties. These are Garissa, Isiolo, Kilifi, Lamu, Mandera, Marsabit, Mombasa, Tana River, Turkana, and Wajir. Those who miss the vaccinators at home must come to the nearest public health facility to get their child immunized. Polio has no cure. Protect your child by ensuring they are vaccinated now and every time there is a campaign. Polio and other vaccines have been tested, are safe and effective. Vaccinate and protect your child now.
I told you to kick it more to the left.
No, kick it higher.
No, to the left. Come on, guys, stop it. Remember the win.
OneXBet, African betting partner of Tottenham Hotspur.
They come from across the continent, east, west, North and South Africa. This is the story of the Africa International University.
I'm from Ethiopia.
From Nigeria. I'm from South Sudan.
I'm from Kenya. From Liberia, West Africa.
Ours is an all-round approach to education, focusing on the spiritual, the intellectual, attitudes and skills. Our students are all-rounded.
Hi, welcome to AIU.
For more information on our programs, log on to www.aiu.ac.ke. info@aiu.ac.ke.
Why are so many children absent? Children have become weaker. Children have not become weaker. Infection-causing germs have become stronger, making infections more severe. New Lifebuoy with Active Natural protects from today's stronger germs.
Tumekimbia hadi huku juu tumesikia kwa followers wengi. Unasema twende tu wewe.
Ati nasikia Obama amekulike.
Wewe unajua governor. Tupatie namba.
Tunajuana na Chachi.
Si hata nyinyi Obama anaweza walai. 2022 sisimami. Wacha chocho. Msai, pia wewe unaweza ongea na governor. Chachi ile yako hapa hata nyinyi mnaweza mulai. Facebook Katoko ni free na Safaricom. Una dial *544*33# na unaingia. Fantastic. Enjoy Facebook Katoko for free on Kenya's best 4G network. 33#. Governor.
Usingoje hadi dakika ya mwisho. Pimwa kwenye hospitali ya serikali. Matibabu inapatikana bila malipo. TB inakinga na tiba.
Please welcome the Molfix Band.
Molfix, with its double absorbent system, absorbs the liquid immediately and traps the liquid in. Also, with its elastic side bands, Molfix offers freedom of movement.
You should also try Molfix.
It's time now for your favorite Saturday segments. Have you heard about this new statue of US First Lady Melania Trump, which has a divided opinion? The Slovenian hometown of the US First Lady is now boasting a statue of its most famous daughter, albeit one which has faced decidedly mixed reviews. The life-size statue on the outskirts of Sevnica is the brainchild of 39-year-old American conceptual artist Bradley Downey, who says it's the first monument anywhere dedicated to the wife of the US President Donald Trump. Does it even look anything remotely like Melania Trump, do you think? Have you heard about this man who confessed to accidentally killing the first cat of New Zealand? The guilty-ridden neighbor of Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern revealed Wednesday that he was responsible for accidentally killing Puddles, the cat, while reversing out of his driveway. Puddles died in November of 2017, shortly after Ardern won office, but the full circumstances of the death were never publicly revealed, leading to curiosity about who killed the cat. Does he deserve a Prime Minister's pardon, do you think? By the way, have you heard about the voodoo rituals Benin had been carrying out to help their national football team win the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations? Some believe the spirit world had been lending a helping hand to the national team in Egypt. The squirrels, as they are known,
guide you through the process.
Dressing a piece of furniture is like dressing a woman. You dress her in one way, she'll look different.
Join me, Jamila Mbogwa, every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. as we look into the contemporary, the classics, and even the traditional to help you fall in love with your space all over again.
Jam. What? 120 days.
I'll continue walking until the world knows Ivory belongs to the elephants. I don't think there's any animal in history that is better prepared to tackle, large numbers of rodents than a population of venomous snakes. So if you were to remove them, you'd have too many rats and mice, but most importantly, they will eat all our food.
Living in a trap house. Cause we don't know what we wanna write.
I have a date, you see, with this fine broad. Flex on exams.
I came with goodies.
How difficult is it to wake up in the morning? Huh? Don't you have a timetable to follow?
No need to waste time waiting for someone who's obviously not interested, right? I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. I can't believe you like him. He's sweet.
Kuna kitu anatafuta kwa hii nyumba. Alianza na mimi na atamalizia na wewe.
Looks like we have a runner. Where are you running to?
Hey, baby daddy.
It's not me, I swear.
Oh, deadbeat daddy has nothing to say, huh?
Look, do I even have the shakes? Like some people.
Dawn.
Guess nani alikula hiyo lunch yako? Dude, I was starving, man.
The last time I was here, this kitchen resembled a distillery.
Living in a trap house.
2008, Kenya discovered laughter, happiness, and togetherness. And the creators of happiness were born. The journey of laughter continues, and together with you, We continue to make more champions. Join us every Sunday exclusively on NTV at 8 p.m.
For Parliament per month if a proposal to increase their salary and allowances goes through. The Parliamentary Service Commission has vowed to push through with those proposed allowances despite a public outcry. Our second big number this week is 27. This is the number of betting companies whose licenses were not renewed by the Betting Control and Licensing Board within the Ministry of Interior. BCLB has moved to revoke the short codes and pay bill numbers in a move that will cripple the operations of the likes of SportPesa, Betway, 1xBet and BetIn. Our third big number of the week is 2.7 billion. This is the value of assets the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission says it has recovered in the war on corruption in the country in the last 4 months. EACC says it is taking this approach to ensure that assets bought from proceeds of crime are recovered by the state. Our final big number this week is 24,000. This is the number of police officers who will be deployed to the North Rift region, which has seen death and destruction at the hands of cattle rustlers. This is according to the Interior Ministry that was announced yesterday. And that is your week in numbers. On that note, let's take another short break. When we come back, Warothe Kiru has the sports.
Musikizeni civil servants, if you need a loan, call Mwananchi Credit today. Utapatiwa loan within 6 hours.
Do not get stuck when you can get quick approvals within 6 hours. Mwananchi Credit, investor in people.
The Ministry of Health will conduct a house-to-house polio vaccination campaign targeting all children under the age of 5 years in 11 high-risk counties. These are Garissa, Isiolo, Kilifi, Lamu, Mandera, Marsabit, Mombasa, Tana River, Turkana, and Wajir. Vaccinate and protect your child now.
Living in a trap house.
You came through, nice!
Nani sababu yako Flex, aki asante sana.
What are they, she?
Thank you so much. We've just resumed school and you want to bring up rigging again.
I still believe the elections were rigged. So I'm presenting a petition to have the election results nullified.
You know, you're probably the only guy in dreadlocks that I really like. I found I'm making moves on my man. My broke man.
Living in a trap house.
When it comes to pimple care, Acne's Creamy Wash contains multiple vitamins and removes excessive oil and dirt. Use Mentholatum Acne's for clear and smooth skin every day.
It's time to play. Welcome to NTV Sport. I am Warothe Kiru. It was a good outing for the national rugby teams as they won the 2019 Elgon Cups in Kampala. A 35-5 win over the Lady Cranes, so the Kenya Leonesses retained their title 79-18 on aggregate, while the Kenya Simbas beat Uganda 16-5 for 29-21 aggregate win.
Since 2015, when Uganda last won their Elgon Derby, this is the closest they were to ending their 4-year search. The 16-3 win over Kenya in Kisumu had given the Rugby Cranes hope that they can rely on the home support to win. Debutant Ronald Kanyanya gave the Rugby Cranes a lead with a try within 20 minutes, but failed to convert for the extras. Uganda's joy didn't last long as Billy Odiambo crossed the line to level the game. Ogi Jacob converted 2 spot kicks to bring Kenya back into the picture before scoring a last-minute try that ended Uganda's hopes.
We had to work on our physicality a bit on the first leg. We believe that Uganda forwards came hard on us, so we have to work hard on the conditioning part. And as you can see today, we had a new squad. A bit of the young guys were off in the under-20. So I believe it was a good boost for the team.
While Uganda has to blame their poor boot for the loss, Rugby Cranes failed to convert all their sport kicks in the game.
I mean, look, this is sport.
Today our kicker was not at 100%. Well, I can't say what was in his mind, but look, sports, you don't know what's going to happen on day X. We lost or missed a couple of kicks, but again, that's sports. Someone has to lose, someone has to miss kicks, someone has to put in kicks. I guarantee that we'll do better next time.
Uganda's head coach Robert Seguya has his forwards to blame for the missed chance to end the 4-year.
I can't say that we are not.